We're here at Just Shooting Arrows. Gonna talk with our buddy Lucian about getting my bow set up. So it's gonna be a good day. Well, Lucian, thanks so much for having us out here.
Welcome.
You're the owner of Just Shooting Arrows.
I am.
Can you tell me a little bit about like the shop and kind of when you started?
We started this location 2018.
Okay, cool.
We had another location in North Van, started in 2013.
Awesome. So today we got a new phase 4 that we're going to kind of put everything on.
Yep.
Can you kind of walk us through the process? Like I said, I'm a rookie when it comes to this, so would love to hear it all.
So basically, we're going to put your bow together, get your arrow rest on, get the Peep set up for you. We'll get your sight on and get your bow up and running. We're going to get you to shoot it. We'll get you comfortable with your bow, put it through paper if we need to, get that sorted for you as much as we can, and then it's up to you.
And then what's the importance of setting up a bow? Like I always hear, I don't know, in my head I was like, okay, you slap a sight on, go put a D-loop on and you're good to go.
Yeah.
But it seems like there is a bit of is there a tuning process?
There
is
is
it
a
not
tuning.
as important as I'm thinking in the back of my head?
No, it's as important as you think it is. So I think getting the bow set up correctly minimizes your errors.
Okay.
Or your thought process that there are errors with the bow.
Yeah.
So if you know your bow set up correctly,
Yeah.
then it's on you and not the bow.
Yeah.
If you just threw your sight on, threw your rest on and went out in the bush, it's 50-50, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I would say it's more about getting your bow set up.
Yeah.
If you know that your bow can shoot, you know your bow can hit the target, it's all up to you.
So this is the beast here, so looks like we're even matching on colors.
Yeah, the ambush has been a popular color, right?
Yeah.
So first things we're gonna do is, I usually put this guy on, put the arrow rest on, just to save time, and then we're gonna put the Peep in. So the arrow rest you're using is the QAD Ultra Rest, or the integrated one, which fits on the back of your bow. You see you've got a dovetail over here?
Yeah.
Basically you've got a dovetail over here, right?
So that just slides right on.
So that will slide on here.
So
we will loosen this later to do any adjustments that we need to do.
Okay.
But it just locks it down.
So you are micro adjusting this?
You will micro adjust afterwards.
Okay.
We're gonna put your Peep
Okay.
into the bow, all right? The reason I like doing that out the gate is, it may be minor, but I feel like if you get the Peep in immediately, whatever it does to the string, like just the hole that it makes, and it expands the string, it changes the length a little on your string, which changes where your cams sit.
Yeah.
And this way, once it's in, then we do timing and everything later on. We don't have to worry, because some guys put the Peep in after they've done everything, and then
everything
timing goes out just a little. So it's best to just get it in, get it done, right?
Trade secret, that's what we like to hear.
Now where I'm going to put the Peep is not exactly where it is, but I'm going to take a pretty educated guess where you're going to be. All right, so I just do a tie at the top, tie at the bottom. You'll see like some guys do a super tie in, like they'll do a big wrap on it and do that. For me, it works for me, and it allows us to do adjustments on your Peep when we need to, okay? So just going to do a top and a bottom tie in. Yeah, the string will take 20 to 30 shots to settle, or you'll just go shoot a good session, and then we will, if you have to, come back and put a twist in your Peep.
Has anything changed in your process with this, now doing it for, I don't even know, what's that, 10 years now, right?
Yeah, I think knowledge on the bows, and just doing certain things that you kind of, maybe it makes it look simple, because every bow tech's pretty much done enough bows.
Yeah.
That you know where to go with a bow and get it done. As I said in the beginning, like there's no secret sauce in really getting it. I mean, guys go down a rabbit hole, like we're really fine tuning their bows, which is fine. But getting a bow sorted out and getting her up and running, theoretically they should come from the factory pretty
dialed.
Decent. No, they're not dialed, but they'll be pretty decent. So I'm just putting in a top tie and a bottom tie for your Peep. For me, it allows me to move it up and down a bit once we get him sorted out. Some guys will then do a major tie-in and really secure it down. But these tie in pretty good, so I don't think you have to worry about them moving too much at all. I think we'll just go for something pretty simple right now. So we're going to use just I think it's the 3/16.
Cool.
All right. Your Peep has 2 grooves.
Yeah.
So you basically want it to sit like that, right? We're just going to open up your bow. Theoretically there. All right. So next step is we're gonna do the center shot basically for setting up the arrow rest. Basically where the arrow is gonna sit in relation to the bow. So basically what I do is I just make sure that the bow's, you know, level.
Yeah.
So what you're looking for is basically just the arrow to be level at this point. Okay?
Okay.
I like to just mark where I'm gonna tie my top and bottom knots. So top and bottom I just do it under over, like I don't go crazy. There are guys that do like crazy stuff. So the top and bottom knots, usually it helps with knot pinch.
Okay.
It also helps if you have to change out your D-loop. You can just put a new D-loop on and not worry about, you know, redoing everything straight out the gate. So now we're just going to double check everything again. And we'll do a final adjustment once we've got this guy all sorted out. So, D-loop material. The way I do mine is I just cut mine and I like to frame mine up.
Okay.
Everyone frays them up. I found that this way does it pretty fast. And you don't have to, like, I've seen guys just ignite this. You don't have to. You just keep the flame on it and let it start melting itself.
Okay.
So I just usually just snug up the D-loop. This allows you to work with it a bit once you do the setup. And I don't like to over snug them out the gate because we just need to get a little bit of a setup. I think we're good. I will put it in the draw board, check your timing.
Okay.
And set up your arrow rest, your timing of your arrow rest, and then we'll get you to shoot it.
Awesome. So I'm looking forward to it.
Simple as that. With timing on most bows, depending on, like, you want your top cam and your bottom cam to basically
be in sync.
Yeah,
they're dancing.
So that they, yeah, basically. So when they come back round, they're firing at the same time. If you've got this one pulling too fast and that one slow, that's what causes this.
Well, the arrow flight.
The arrow flight, right?
So that's what it's affecting. It's affecting the arrow flight, not,
All right. So on your Mathews bows, if you have a look here, you'll look down there, you'll see there's 2 holes. There's a hole here, and there's a hole here.
Cool.
So when you hold the bow level, you'll see that the string actually goes straight through the middle of those holes. They're called your timing holes.
Okay.
So that's Mathews indicating to us, like, you know, giving us a good starting point. Right now the bow looks pretty, like your top and bottom looks good, right?
Exactly.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on the draw board.
Okay.
And we're gonna check your timing of your cams. So this is also the first time we're drawing the bow back. See where your draw modules are?
Yeah.
So as I move it, you should see that the bottom one's hitting.
Yeah.
And your
top one's still got a little wiggle room.
So I'm just gonna slow it down. And all you're doing is putting twists in and out of the cables to either speed up or slow down your cams. So we're just shortening up that cam. So now, if you look at it, your top is just off.
Yeah.
Bottom's just off.
Yeah.
The timing seems good.
Sweet.
And we're just going to put the timing on for your arrow rest. It's what pulls the arrow rest. We want it just snug enough that when we start cranking it. So with your QADs, you have 2 lines here. So when it's at full draw, you want both lines to be connected.
Okay.
So you want it to start engaging.
Yeah.
and pull tight
Okay.
so that when you fire it off, it
Yeah.
fires down. Once the bow hits, just before it hits the belly, you see how it's pulling in?
Yeah.
Watch where it's coming through,
Yeah.
and then it starts pulling back. It's just a timing thing for my
Exactly.
visually to see where it's how far it is.
Yeah.
That's when your belly starts. I think we'll be good.
Awesome.
I think we should do it.
See how she does and see if this 75 is going to break my arm.
Yeah. This is the arrow we're going to use.
Perfect.
Just draw straight on target.
Yeah.
Good. When you're ready. That is one quiet bow.
Yeah, that's good.
It's quiet, eh? Okay. Bow shot in. Now we're going to put your sight on it so we can actually make sure that all the peep and everything's aligned.
So I'm pretty fired up for this, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm putting the a dialed arc sauce on this Mathews.
So basically, what they've done is they've put integrated everything into their riser.
yeah.
So you're going to run it in here. So your little grommet that you need is in
Exactly.
here. You need to grab that guy, and that's going to go in here.
Okay.
So you're going to basically take that screw out.
Perfect. Just pop this guy in here,
Yep.
back or forward.
Yeah, make sure that it sits in one of the grooves.
Perfect. I think that's the exact center groove, so maybe we'll sit right there. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Just
Just look the part.
The rest will be fine.
That's why I wore the matching hat today. I thought I gotta look like I kind of know what I'm doing here.
So now you tell me what.
That peep is definitely low. I'd like it to be a touch higher.
Okay. So how much higher do you need it?
Like almost. Can I move it here? Is that a?
Not too much, that's
Okay.
why. How's that?
That is just like the tiniest amount low.
Okay.
Yeah, that one felt real great.
That feels good?
Yeah, I think so. Let me shoot one more just to confirm.
Yep.
Because I'm like, maybe we could go up the tiniest amount here, but no, I think that's pretty dialed.
If you want to, we put it through paper, see what it's doing, and
Yeah.
see
Might as
what's
well,
going on
that's
like
right,
that.
so-
I love the colors match brilliantly. It's all about
Eh?
it's all about
Man,
the
she
style.
looks sexy. That's all that matters.
Yes.
The shooting part will come later.
Yeah.
but mounting the silent connect system so that this thing doesn't get bashed up the side of an oak tree. So keep her nice and clean and hopefully shooting straight.
Let's not drop that guy. So basically that guy goes in there.
Easy.
I don't like to overrange anything, so
Yeah.
just make sure that you get it snug.
Yeah.
I always say once you've done all this stuff, when you go out and shoot your bow for the first couple of times, just check all the bolts.
Everything after.
Make sure that there's no rattling and everything's sitting tight.
Perfect. And then I guess weight is kind of your friend in a lot of ways, eh? Just keeping balanced. And
Keeping it balanced,
Yeah.
making it feel good in your hand. You're gonna feel a big difference when you shoot this now
Yeah.
from when we shot it basically,
Oh, yeah.
just with a peep on it, right?
it being bare bones.
I would probably start
Right there.
about there, see where you're at,
Yeah.
lock her down. And again, it's there's not a set rule, right? You're just gonna play a bit with it,
Yeah.
see where you feel comfortable.
See what feels good.
So how does that feel now?
Well, to be honest, I got to
looks-
stare at it for a little
it
bit
looks-
here
it
first.
looks
but
good.
It looks great. No, it feels real. Alrighty.
That's good. Just keep an eye on your bubble.
Yeah. Was that one pretty tweaked?
No, you fixed it. So that was good. Yep.
Well, Lucian, thanks so much for
No worries.
inviting us into just shooting arrows here. So got the bow looking pretty and everything shooting pretty darn good. So spend a crap ton of time shooting this
And
thing.
doing a ton of practicing. But I think
Exactly.
you got pretty set up.
Yeah.
You're, I would say 90% there for your bow.
Awesome.
So once you get shooting and that, welcome to come back and we'll do a little bit of a fine tune because I think your bow needs to settle.
Okay.
And You might need to change your draw length a little if you need to in that, and we can all do that.
Perfect.
But I think you've got a good platform to, just go out and do some arrows.
Gavir.
Yeah.
So, hey, I really
No
appreciate
worries.
it. And
Nice meeting you guys.
hey, well, next time we're around, we'll drop by too. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
No worries.
Thanks
Anytime.
so much.